Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to Papaw's place. Guys, today I got a good one for y'all. Or at least I think it's going to be a good one. We can learn something from this anyway. But this weekend, me and my buddy went to the camp for a couple of days to hunt. And I was hunting with my Oberon Longbow here. And I don't know if y'all seen video showing y'all how I set the GoPro up on here. And I got a little footage for y'all. But the first day, we got there on a Friday afternoon and we hunted. And this is where y'all gonna be seeing the clip of the little 6-point walking around. Now the little 6-point come up on me to the side and it gave me one good broad-sided shot at 25 yards, and then it mingled around and it come back around this direction and it gave me a shot at 25 yards. And I ain't over there to shoot bucks, I'm there to shoot does, but I could have shot the deer, probably would if he'd been up closer, because I ain't never killed nothing with a trad bow. But I wasn't comfortable taking a 25-yard shot yet. So y'all see this little clip coming up. Then we're gonna do a little camp cooking. I'll show y'all a little bit of just our everyday life, how we like to cook. And you're gonna see when you're at the camp, you sometimes just have to make do with what you got. So y'all watch that little clip there, and then I'll get back with y'all and we'll talk about the next part of the clip. Guys, we are about to get creative on making some camp biscuits. We got self-rising flour. We don't have no butter. Wait a minute, I do have an egg. I'm gonna crack up one of these fresh duck eggs from the house. I put a little bit of mayo and a little bit of ranch dressing. I know that ain't what you normally put in biscuits, but we don't have no milk. We don't have no powdered milk, so next time I come, there will be powdered milk left over here to cook with. I'm stirring that in there. And since we ain't got no milk, we ain't got no Sprite, we finna put a little beer in here. And we're gonna see how these camp biscuits turn out. Now this is what you call camp cooking. You do what you can do with what you got. But let me show y'all what I got going on over here. Over here I got some good old American Blue Rabbit that I brought. Kind of give it a little browning, made a little gravy, put some potatoes in there. Yes sir. Now how these biscuits gonna turn out? They out there skinning the old poop nanny deer. Old Boudreaux, he got lucky this evening. I had a little 6-point come out and entertain me a while, but with that longbow, he just never would. I had 2 shots. One shot on the right side, broadside at about 24 yards, and I wouldn't take it. And then he come around the other side about 25 yards, and I wouldn't take it. I'm waiting on a 15-yard shot or closer. All right. I don't know how this is gonna do, but we're gonna try. But here's our next issue. I don't guess they ever cook in this oven, and I can't get the oven to light. I got the pilot light lit, and it's been sitting over here on the whole time I've been mixing up biscuits, and it won't come on. So what we're gonna try to do is some stovetop biscuits. I'm gonna close this oven back up, but it don't seem that it's gonna light. May have to do some work on the oven if I'm gonna count the hunt over here. All right, let's see the burner light on this old stove. Oh yeah. We're gonna turn that down low. Get that heating up just a little bit. And we're gonna do what we call spoon biscuits. Drop biscuits. Most of the time, I always made them so big I call them cat head biscuits. But I don't know how this is gonna turn out, because they ain't even got a cast iron lid for the skillet here. So I don't know how. We're gonna have to flip these biscuits over to get them cooked. But the first evening was a great hunt. I just couldn't close the deal on getting a shot that I was comfortable taking with a first time to shoot at a deer with a longbow anyway. Now if I'd have had my compound, yeah, which I wouldn't have shot that little buck with my compound anyway. I'm over here to shoot those. Now if old split toe comes out, I don't know. I'm over here to shoot those, but I might, since I ain't never killed one with that longbow, I may have to take a shot at anything that gives me a good, decent shot. I don't know how this is gonna work out. We're gonna stick this lid, the only thing I can find in this camp. Like I said, if them start cooking and trying to rise up, then I'm gonna have to flip them over and see if we can make some kind of biscuit out of that. Alright guys, we're gonna try to cook our biscuits on this grill and see if we can do it that way. I think that may be a little bit better than the stove top. So we'll wait and see how this turns out. How y'all coming out there with that poop nanny? Y'all done got her done? Alright.
Yeah, we finna put her on the smoke.
Alright.
How you going on homemade biscuits?
I got them on your grill right now.
On the grill?
Yeah, I can't get the oven to light.
Jackrabbit in there, I gotta cook on the grill.
Next time I come, I'll bring some stuff to cook with. Leave over here.
What do you need?
We need Dutch ovens. We need something to cook biscuits in.
I got all that.
What? A microwave?
No, I got everything you need. I don't see no I don't see no Dutch ovens in there.
Oh, you ain't looking at it right.
Alright guys, we gotta hurry up and get our biscuits off the grill. These gonna be flip biscuits. Yeah, they ain't gonna be the prettiest, but we're gonna see. Flip them over here like a pancake. So they wanna cook something else on the grill. I didn't know we had more company coming tonight. So he's gonna cook a rabbit on the grill and some eggplant and some okra I brought on the grill. Oh, them back there looking, whew, them back there looking good. See, they getting brown on the bottom. Them ain't gonna be bad looking biscuits for what I had to go through to make them. Shut that lid there.
Yeah,
All right, guys, they running me off. Look at that. We'll test them out here in a minute. You got your rabbit ready?
yeah, man.
Ooh.
Jackrabbit on that one. Cane cutter. Yeah. Well, gin on down right there real quick. Check on this biscuit.
Come on. Yeah. Guys, look at here. Ain't nothing wrong with that camp biscuit. Look at this rabbit falling off the bone. Just take your fork and fall off the bone. Boudreaux, better get over here and get a plate of this.
Man, I will here in a little bit. I'm gonna go in and take me a shower here in a little bit. Oh.
Oh, you got it. Hell, you cooking. You got to cook this other rabbit.
Yeah, but it'll be cooking while I take a shower. It don't take a couple minutes to take a shower. And all, then I'll get those good rabbit out. You got those jackrabbit, man. I got one of them cane cutters, you know. Look here, look here. Pass by your, pass where you was something that day. Right there by.
That's the one I was talking about.
Is it?
I said a 6 point with some little trying to make eye time.
Wow, okay.
I don't think that's it though. Get a little narrow in there.
Yeah.
Guys, we eating in 2 shifts. I'm eating on the first shift right here. What they cooking, I eat tomorrow for dinner.
That's right. I'm gonna give me a little, some here in a little bit though while I'm cooking. I'm gonna take me a shower.
This right here, dude.
Get your second wind. Oh, it looks good there, Boudreaux.
This is good.
Yeah, right there looks good. That's that old
That's
that
an
old
American
catfish
blue
thing.
rabbit.
Yeah. Some blue duck rabbit. Biscuit. We gotta come up what kind of
I ain't never come up with a biscuit recipe like that, but I'm gonna tell you, ain't nothing wrong with that. But you could take light bread with that gravy on
mm-hmm. It look good down there, Boudreaux. Trying it up, like it don't hit that bone there. That bone hurts. You gotta get that meat off, coming off the bone.
Look here. Look here. Look here. So,
That's tender
That's
love.
a
right there,
leg.
son.
and that's a leg.
Yeah. I tell you, you gotta, man, that right there.
This right here make you really not care about deer meat. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, I got a buddy, he got some in a pen. I guess I need to go give me some one night when he's gone hunting. With his other buddy. Slip over there. Reminded of jackrabbit cage. Shoot. That look good now, Boudreaux. Boy, just think if you had some peas, some of that fried okra on that top. Huh?
Oh yeah, so
Man, bust your mouth.
So as y'all can see, our weekend started out good. First time up the tree Friday afternoon when we got there. I seen a little buck deer and Boudreaux killed him a doe. And Boudreaux's still cheating on me. He's still using a compound bow, but that's all right. I want to do this traditional. We had some good supper that night, good night's sleep, and then here we go the next day. Now the next morning I'm sitting there. Actually the next day, guys, I'm getting this wrong. The second day none of us seen anything. So the footage you finna see next is actually the third morning. So the third morning I'm sitting there and here comes this doe. She's right there in that brush where I can't see her. I mean just glimpse of her. But she acts like she wants to come out to my left, which would be a perfect 15-yard shot. Then she changes her mind and she wants to come back down in the ditch. Well, she gets down there and it ain't, she's basically lined up straight with me, but then she looks up there at me and she knows something wrong, so she decides she's gonna go back up out of the ditch. Then she stands there and she acts like she's gonna come back to the left, so I get my bow back over the tree. Well, by the time I get my bow back over the tree, she decides now she's coming back down into the ditch. So I get my bow back over the tree again. And y'all can see here, this is stuff I got to learn about filming. My eyesight, I can see that deer good. But with the camera being down here on the bottom of the bow, that limb right there about 5 foot in front of me has got y'all totally blocked from the view. And also that limb really has me messed up here because when I drew back, the deer had done looked up to me again and I knew I couldn't let down. I knew it was either shoot or this was over with. I couldn't lower my bow down and get down here in the lower part of her body like I know I need to. And I can't bend my knees and shoot under the limb with this trad bow because the limb on the bow would hit the stand. So I just kind of done the best I could to get my arrow over that limb and into the deer, but it hit her high. But at that steep angle with her down in that ditch, I said, well, that'll still be good. It'll be in the top of her lungs. That's exactly where I hit her. She wasn't totally broadsided, but she was like that, and it hit her right there. Perfect shot would have been on down. That way it would have punctured through and maybe punctured a hole in the bottom of her. But it went in the top, got into her lungs, but that don't leave for much of a blood trail because you only got one hole sticking out the top of the deer. Alright guys, so I got down, I sat there about another hour, and then I got down and I come up to the camp, eat some breakfast and put on some cooler clothes, and we gonna give her about 30 more minutes. That'll be a good 2 hours, and waiting on the rest of them to get out of their stands, and we're gonna go in there and see if we can find her. Now I know where she's hit. It ain't gonna be no blood, because it only went in about a 4 to 5, maybe 6 inches, hopefully, and hopefully it's cut the top of them 2 lungs. That wasn't the best shot, but I don't know how good y'all could see on camera there. But that deer had done come up there and looked up at me, couldn't make me out, and she had done got nervous. She turned around and went back, gonna come back out the other side, which would have been perfect. It wouldn't have been in that ditch. Then she changed her mind and went back down in the ditch and was gonna continue on that way. And when I drew back, she had started to look at me one time, I think. I can't remember exactly because I wasn't focused on her head then. I was focused on trying to get my shot, but I knew I couldn't aim as low as I needed to, because right in front of me, about 4 foot, was a limb that I had to stay up to try to shoot over. Now, if that would have been with a compound bow, I would have just sank my knees down and got lower and shot under the limb. But with a trad bow, you can't do that because the bow's so long, then you got to worry about it hitting your stand down there. So we're going to go here in a little bit, see if we can find her and continue on from this point. Guys, we went back. Actually, we went back twice. We took a break and then we went back tracking again. And there's so many briars and so thick. Look at the blood. This is from me crawling on the ground through them trails, and that's the deer's blood that's on my pants. So we got blood, and it's lung blood. So I know she's gonna die, but I can't count her because we didn't retrieve her. So I guess my first one there with the trad bow got away. But anyway, I just wanted to show y'all all that blood that I just got on me from tracking her on my hands and knees. So we'll try to do better next time. So as y'all can see, that was a disappointment. I was so happy I finally got to shoot my first deer ever in my life with a longbow or any kind of traditional bow. Just knew we was gonna find her, but guys, that stuff is so thick. I mean, that's old pine thicket, been cut over about 5 or 6, 8 years ago, and it ain't nothing but briar patches. And I had done crawled on my hands and knees under them briars. And we stayed on the blood, and then finally, I mean, we just, and didn't go nowhere. We really didn't track her that far as distance wise, but time wise, we spent about 3 hours in there, and I just said, forget it. Now I figure if we would have stayed tonight and been there today, the buzzards would have told us where she was, and I at least could have went and verified that I killed her. So for me, that's a lost deer. I lost her, so it don't count as a kill. It was very disappointing, but something to learn. Proper thing would have been to do on that situation was to blow the hunt, just ease my bow back down, and if she run off, she just run off, and I wouldn't have got a shot that weekend. And that would have been the proper thing to do, instead of trying to take the shot that I knew I couldn't get down where I needed to get, especially with a trad bow. Now, a compound bow, that shot placement that was in that deer, a compound bow, that would have been great. It would have went right on through both lungs and come out the bottom. And it did get into her lungs because all that blood y'all seen on my pants while we was going through that. What she did, she run out there after I shot about 100 yards, and I heard her when she stopped. And that's where all that mane, it was lung blood. And then finally, I guess when she left, we got on a little bit of blood here and a little bit of blood, but then that was just it. She probably just ran till she fell dead. But it was lung blood, and no doubt in my mind the little deer died. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to bring y'all a little taste of the real life on hunting. I ain't gonna just show y'all the good parts of stuff. Maybe we can learn together. I've been bow hunting 50 something years and I still learning. And it's hard not to, when you're done hunting, you're so excited wanting to shoot something, to not take that shot knowing it wasn't the perfect shot. But I'm so wanting to kill a deer with this trad bow. So today I'm finna get in here and I got my sand-leader arrows. I don't know if some of y'all seen that, guys. That's what I actually shot this deer with. I had got that one sand-leader arrow tuned for this bow, and I didn't have enough time to rig up the rest of them. So that's what I want to hunt with in this bow, for these sand-leader arrows is some good pure carbon arrows, and guys, you cannot beat the price on these sand-leader arrows. Now I'll leave a link in the description where you can check these out. Here's the Dragon 8s, and I got some Dragon 9s, I think's what they called. But they come with vanes on them, but shooting it through a recurve, I'm stripping the vanes off and gluing white feathers on. But I had that arrow tuned for this bow, and I got the phone call wanting to know that I wanted to go to camp, and I said, yes, I do. So it was still shooting these just as good that I already had started, that I already had in my quiver here. These ain't sand-leader arrows, but I'm finna go on and get these sand-leader arrows flexed up and ready to go. So y'all go check out the sand-leader arrows. You can't beat the deal. Matter of fact, you buy 1 dozen, get a dozen free. They come in 3 different straightnesses, 0.006, 0.003, and 0.001. I got some 0.001s and I got some 0.006s. Now, I ain't gonna get into that debate right now, but I have my opinions on this. The average deer hunter can't shoot good enough. It ain't like we out there trying to shoot dots at 100 yards. But the distance that you shooting deer, and the average archman, a 0.006, especially a 0.003 straightness arrow, you'll never know the difference between shooting it and a 0.001 as far as straightness. But anyway, we may get into all that discussion on another video. But guys, thank y'all for dropping in. Hope y'all have a great day and a blessed week. Kill plenty of deer this year. God bless. See y'all next time.